loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm doing a highly requested video. I'm still getting comments about it to this day to do a period tips video. So finally, literally a year later after I posted the what to pack in your period kit video, I'm finally posting like a period tips video. This will probably be long, but it'll be broken up and it'll have timestamps, and it'll be labeled, so if you like have a certain timestamp you need to get to, or a question, or like something you want to know, just skip to that timestamp, which they'll be in the description, and like you'll see it on the timeline of the video. And please, if you have any comments, let me know, and I will try to literally get to all of them as much as I can. Obviously scroll through the comments too, if there are any, to see if your question may have gotten answered already, or someone else may have asked your question. So I have my trusty laptop on here. I have a Google Doc with all of the tips that I can think of. It'll be updated periodically, and it'll be in the description, open to literally everybody if you have a Google account. So definitely check that out. And basically everything that's on the Google Doc I'll be mentioning, plus some of my own experiences and other things. So I'm gonna open this bad boy up while my computer is loading. I've had my period for about 3 years now. The first the first year is very like, not scary I would say, but just like confusing, and especially if you don't really talk about it that much, or no one has ever really talked to you about it, or you just like get it out of nowhere. It can definitely be scary, so hopefully this will help. And if you haven't gotten it, I would definitely take these tips into consideration, because that's what helped me before I had my period. Because literally, like, I would watch like period tip videos like a lot, even though I didn't have my period, and it definitely helped when like I actually got it, because I wasn't really like nervous. I knew what to expect, all that stuff. So we're gonna go like literally deep dive into everything. Again, please let me know if you have any questions. Let me know in the comments and I'll try to get to them, or you can DM me on my TikTok, which I'll put right here, and it'll also be in the description. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to pull up the Google Doc, it's in the description and you can follow along. I'll also just be going on like different tangents, everything will be split up. And yeah, okay, so what's your period? What's a period? Like, I mean, obviously you may know, but like, what's a period, you know? I'm reading off of this, so if I keep looking down, I'm looking at my computer, okay? But your period / menstruating is when blood and tissue from your uterus comes out of your vaginal area, and it usually happens once a month. Now, it's not gonna be like, sometimes I'll put like my period tracker on here. It could be twice a month if the month is longer. You could have the beginning of the month or the end of the month. You can have it one time a month. I'm gonna try to like make that make sense. So as you can see, like on my period tracker, I have it at the beginning of the month, but then I have it again the same month. That can happen as well. Also, like when you the first year, I would say, or longer, your period can be irregular. Whether it's like, it's not like a set day or a set week. It could come early, it could come late, it could come a week, you know, it just really just depends. It's never gonna be like a set like date. It'll always change. Your cycle is like how long your period lasts. Can last from 3 to 7 days. If you have your period and you have more, like it's 8, 9, 10 days, and it's like heavy bleeding, I would definitely go see a doctor or OBGYN in your area that is obviously licensed and like reputable, just to get that checked out, because it could also mean something worse. But the first year also could be irregular, but if it's like heavy and it's long, definitely go see a doctor. Your first period and like what to expect, you're not really gonna know when you get your first period. It kind of just happens. It can happen from age 9 to 14, sometimes 15, 16. After that, I would definitely go see a doctor if you haven't had it yet. But don't rush it. I'm telling you, like, it's not as fun as you think it's gonna be. Like, I definitely rushed mine, and I sometimes like want to rip my uterus out, but you know, it's okay though. You know, it just means like your body's like just changing and stuff, you know. I didn't get mine till I was 13. I'm 16 now. But a friend of mine, my friend's sister, actually got hers at 9. So just definitely be worried about that. Like, it can change. Obviously not everybody's gonna get their period the same age. Again, don't rush it, because it's not fun. They make it seem all, oh my gosh, you're becoming a woman, da da da. No, it's not fun. Again, If you don't get it by 16, go see a doctor, please, 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 because that could definitely mean something's wrong. Again, it's common to have irregular periods, especially when the first like year or so. Even when you're like in your teenage years, it could be irregular. But if it's like heavy flow every single day, you're getting your period multiple times a month, like endless bleeding, I would go see a doctor, please. Obviously, you know your body, so if anything just feels wrong or off, please go see a doctor. Please, 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 please. That's it for what to expect. A pad versus a tampon. Obviously, it's personal preference. But whatever you like for your body, use for your body. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody else influence what you use. If you don't want to feel like you're wearing a diaper, wear a tampon. If you don't want to feel like you have something up there all day, wear a pad. But tampons are more work than pads. Did I say that right? Yes, you have to be cautious with tampons more than pads. So if you're first starting out, I would definitely recommend wearing pads, but that's all personal preference. I know some people that just started off wearing tampons. I know some people who just wear pads. I know some people who wear both. All up to you. So I'm gonna tell you the difference so you can kind of figure out which one you want for your body. Sorry if you hear jingling, it's my bracelets. Anyways, sorry, off topic. So pads are worn outside the body and they're attached to your underwear. They're great for beginners or people who don't like anything just up there. There's various sizes and absorbencies for different flow days, which we'll get more into further in the video. I use maxi all the time, like throughout my period, just because I don't want to just leak. And they're more comfortable for me personally. Especially if you sit around all day, I'd wear maxi, but that's just me. That's my personal preference. Whatever works for you. All sizes, different absorbencies. I think it goes from 1 to 5, and then it's like panty liners to like maxi pads. But do your research, test what works out for you. Tampons plus a panty liner. If you wear a tampon, you have to wear a panty liner. I'm telling you right now. I didn't know that, and I found that out the hard way. Wear a tampon, wear a panty liner. That's two. That's one whole thing. It's inserted in your vaginal area. They're discreet, which pads can be discreet too. Like, they really don't even matter. I mean, you could feel it and you may feel like you're wearing a diaper, but you're not gonna leak. So tampons are great for physical activities like swimming. I like to wear tampons when I'm playing sports or swimming, or when I'm like on vacation, or when I want to wear white. We'll get more into that later. It could cause dryness and be uncomfortable if you don't put it up far enough or correctly or in the wrong area. So just make sure you insert it correctly because it could be uncomfortable. Which definitely the first time I used a tampon, it was definitely uncomfortable for sure. But you get used to it. You have to change it like every 4 to 5, 6 is stretching it hours to prevent toxic shock syndrome. Thank goodness I haven't gotten it. And I don't really know people who have, but at the same time you don't want to risk it because you can get really, really sick. And like some people may not realize it. It says every 4 to 8 hours, but 6 is pushing it. Like change it every 4 to 5 hours so you don't get toxic shock syndrome. It does take time getting used to. I know it took me about a couple tries, and then I liked wearing it for sports because it was way better than wearing a thick pad while running. So that's just me. So I would definitely ask for help from a trusted adult and a trusted friend. Do not wear them for light flow days. So that's like day 3 past that. Good for day 1, day 2. Maybe day 3, but after that, don't wear a tampon because I feel like it just gets dry and uncomfortable for me personally, but personal preference is all up to you. There are also great options besides pads and tampons. That's just the 2 basic ones. Period underwear is really great if you like to free bleed. Free bleeding is basically like you don't have anything up there. So tampons, menstrual cup, you just either wear period underwear or sometimes you just don't wear like any period stuff at all, which do more research on that. I don't do that. But if you're like just don't care, you do you. There's other things like period underwear, menstrual cups, reusable pads, which if you do want reusable pads, Etsy is a great place to get them. Panty liners, we already talked about that, and then pads and tampons. But please, 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 please make sure that there's no scents to it, no dyes, no perfumes, none of that can irritate your area, and you can get infections, yeast infection, dryness. It's not good. I would definitely recommend using cotton. Now on to flows. Light, heavy, and medium flow. Your lightest day is literally your lightest day is usually your last 2 days. Medium could look different for everybody else. You know your body. And then heavy, mostly your heaviest day is either day 1, day 2. Some people it is day 3, but for me it's not really, but that's like your body. You would have to figure that out and just compare like each day and like see like, oh, okay, like, oh, my pad wasn't this soaked this day, but it was this day, you know. Just always beware and check and just make sure like everything's good down there. Ways to track your period: there's period tracker apps and then a calendar. I know a lot of people do both. I do a period tracker app. Flow, Clue, Magic Girl, Spittoon, etc. Do your research, pick which period tracker app is best for you and easiest. I would do, if you're just doing the calendar method, like let's say you don't have a phone and you're just doing the calendar method, it's gonna vary. And in the Google Doc, there's a link to a video which explains like all about the calendar method. I don't personally use it. I think it's great to use in addition to period tracker app. A calendar is all you have. I would definitely watch videos and see how and figure out how you can use the calendar method. Now we're gonna talk about how to keep your down there area clean. Firstly, we're gonna remember that our down there area cleans itself. That's why it does have like a scent. You see what I'm saying? Now, if it's over that scent, then you have a problem. But it cleans itself to maintain its pH balance. And again, it's gonna smell, but it's not gonna smell. If you get what I'm saying. It will smell more when you're on your period, so remember that. It's not gonna smell like
daisies and roses and flowers and puppy dogs and kitten cat.
It's not gonna smell cute. It's gonna smell like your vaginal area. I don't like. So if anybody tells you like, oh, it's not supposed to smell, da da da, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them at all. So we're gonna figure out how to keep it clean. Clean, not smelling cute. There's a difference. First of all, please never ever use anything scented down there, ever. Again, that's how you get an infection. That's how you mess up your pH balance, and it's gonna smell worse because the pH balance is off. So no I know somebody who sprayed perfume up there, no scented soap, nothing. You're begging for an infection. So don't ever, nothing. So the top 3 ways I keep it smelling not like ew, but like okay, and make sure it's clean actually. So we're gonna use the gentlest products I know, which is anything baby related. Soap, wipes, all of it. So the top 3 things that I recommend to keep your down the area clean is baby wipes, baby soap, and good old trusty water. So for baby wipes, I only use on my period, and sometimes when it just smells a little, get a little. Definitely recommend using baby wipes on your period. You can get the blood up from everywhere. Don't shove it up there, but wipe on the outside. You can gently wipe on the inside and it'll keep it from smelling a little bit less like pennies. Baby soap, do not use this every day. 1 to 2 times a week. Once a week is fine. You could use this outside of your period if you just want to clean that area. Best brand that I use is Dr. Bronner's, the scented baby soap. The bar, not the bottle, the bar, because the bottle is like concentrated. Use the bar, the Dr. Bronner's bar, and then you can also use Baby Dove, and I think it's Baby CeraVe. I think I just started recently using Baby CeraVe, and it hasn't really given me any issues. So I would definitely, those are my top 3: Dr. Bronner's, the bar, not the bottle, Baby Dove, CeraVe, and then good old trusty water. You can use that anytime. Just rinse before you get out the shower. Obviously make sure there's no soap that you use to wash your body down there. Do that every day if you want. Just rinse. If you don't want to use soap or you don't have wipes, just rinse. You can, when you're on your period, you can rinse, get all the blood and stuff out, and then go on about your day. Anything that is made for your vaginal area, like Vagisil or Summer's Eve, don't use it, because those mess up your pH balance bad, and you don't really know if they're gentle. So if you want to use soap, obviously use baby soap. Don't use Vagisil, Summer's Eve, none of that stuff that's actually made for down there, because I'm pretty sure it's not. Please use gentle products. When should I go see an OBGYN? Obviously go get checked regularly. I haven't yet. I probably will when I turn 18, because I haven't had any issues with my period. OBGYNs are not for if you're pregnant. I think that's a misconception. You can go even if you're not pregnant. Great to get checked. If you have any issues, any questions, definitely go. Or you could talk to your pediatrician or a doctor that you trust. Totally up to you. I'm gonna read a list if I should go see an OBGYN. If you haven't had your period by 16, if you haven't had your period for 90 days, I think that's 3 months. If your period becomes irregular just out of nowhere, you're bleeding every day, it's heavy every day, that's an issue. If you have your period more often than 21 days, if you have your period less often every 35 days, if your period lasts for more than a week, that's like 7 days. That's more than like if it's over 7 days, that's an issue. If your period becomes unusually heavy, like after day 2, like if it's day 4, day 5 and it's still heavy, go see a doctor. If you bleed in between periods, like you just had your period, it's been 2 weeks and you're having your period, actually it's been a week and you're having, like, you're bleeding down there again, that's not your period, babes. Go see a doctor. If your periods are extremely painful, like your cramps or it just like hurts down there, I would go see a doctor, because like that's not good. And like I know some people like can't even like move because their cramps are so bad. Babe, that's not cramps, like that's bad. Like you can't move in fetal position. That's not good. I would go see a doctor. And then if they stop for more than 3 months in a row, which could mean you're pregnant, and if you haven't done anything, could mean that something's wrong with you down there. Now on to the less scary stuff. Period self-care and just how to just feel better on your period. Because like it sucks some days, especially when you have to go to school. Ugh, I'm on summer break right now. Amazing. I'm actually just off my period, by the way. But y'all need to know that. But it's just nice. Like, it's nice when you're not at school, but at school, it's horrible. No one tells you about that, but it's horrible when you have your period at school. Because then you're just, like, in pain. You just want to eat chocolate all day and go to bed, but you can't. Because you're in Mr. Luzate's class learning math. Okay, so the best way to feel better on your period, best ways to feel better on your period, dark chocolate is a must. Dark chocolate. Well, you can have a little milk chocolate in there every once in a while. But dark chocolate is really good. It helps with cramps, and it's good for you. Some people don't like dark chocolate. I mean, you can have milk chocolate. Chocolate. But dark chocolate is really good for you. If you want to stay healthier, dark chocolate's really good. Heating pad if you have cramps. I don't, but I do like a heating pad. It does feel really nice. Staying hydrated, which is definitely a must. Back to the pH balance thingy. If you don't drink a lot of water, your pH balance down there is going to be whack, like bad. So please drink water, but don't overdo it, because you can get sick from drinking too much water. Light exercise if you want to take a walk, if you want to go for a run or a jog. Yoga is really good. Comfortable underwear, no thongs, no tight panties, loose granny panties almost, like a size up, but not too loose. But like, you get what I'm saying. Don't wear something uncomfortable. Obviously most people wouldn't, but you know, be comfortable. Dark pants, especially when you're out. I learned my lesson the hard way multiple times. I bled through my pants about 4 times while on my period. This year was really bad. Well, this school year, recent school year, was really bad. I bled like 4 times through my pants. And the first time I ever did, I was so scared. But luckily I had extra change of clothes, which we'll get into later. But wear dark clothes. Don't risk it. Don't wear white unless you wear a tampon. I was not wearing a tampon. I didn't even have a pad on because I didn't even know I was supposed to have my period, but that's not the point. Get extra rest. If you're tired, your body's not going to feel well. Your cramps are going to be worse. Your period's going to be like, you're just going to feel all
Croggly and craggly and tired
while you're on your period. And then sweatpants. Me and sweatpants are like this. Those are your best friends. I would definitely recommend wearing sweatpants. It's just more comfortable, you know? Warm bath or a shower always fixes everything. Cranberry pineapple juice is definitely like a must. Now we're gonna talk about emergency kits. Definitely have at least 1 to 2, because you never know. It saved my life a couple times. It's probably gonna save yours a couple times. The best places that I can recommend, goodness. The best places I can recommend keeping a period kit, I would keep 1 to 2. If you want more, you do you, boo. Your school bag is a must. Please keep a period kit in your school bag. A sports bag, if you play sports, keep 1 in there too. I kept 1 in my school bag, my sports bag, and my locker. If you have a car, keep 1 in your car or your parents' car. Definitely keep 1 in your parents' car. It'll come in handy. Obviously, ask them. And your locker. If you have a sports bag, a car, or your parents' car, or your locker, keep a change of clothes in there as well with your period kit. You don't have to keep 1 in all of them. If you want, you can. That's you. Your backpack is obviously your most important, because that's going to be with you like the whole time. Just pick wherever else you want to put your emergency kit. Okay, what to pack? This is like the main important stuff, and then we got like extra stuff. Don't forget to refill it, because there's been times where I did refill it and I was like, oh, I'm screwed. If you use the kit, see what you used and refill it as needed. Pads, tampons, panty liners, baby wipes,
baby wipes,
hand sanitizer, tissues, like travel size tissues, extra underwear, pain relief medication if you can take it. I know some of you guys commented on the period kit video I posted last year saying that you weren't allowed to take pain meds to school. If you have a nurse's office and they allow pain meds, I would definitely give them to your school nurse. I think even that sometimes a nurse has pain meds too. Check with your nurse and see if you can keep pain meds. I was able to in middle school. I would definitely just check. Plastic bag for sometimes you're gonna need it for the dirty clothes or the dirty underwear, the clothes that you bled on. It comes in handy. If you have dirty underwear, you can do a Ziploc bag, or if you have dirty clothes, shopping bag, like a H-E-B bag or a Walmart bag. And then this is extra stuff. This is stuff that I kept in mine this year. This is not important unless it is to you, but for me personally, like, this is stuff I can go without. Hair ties or scrunchie, mints or gum, lip balm, band-aids, mini deodorant, pimple patches, which, trust me, keeping pimple patches in there in my period kit has saved my life. I might even put that in the what's a pack, the most important stuff, because I'll get ready for school, face all clear, walk into school. I have 3 pimples on my face and I just stepped into school. So those have definitely come in handy. Walmart has like some for like $2. You don't need the star pimple patches, don't work. I'm telling you all that right now. Get the circle ones, get the hydrochloric ones, and the clear ones. Actually, I think I have one on now, if y'all can see. Saved my life. And then if you want to, a mini toothbrush and toothpaste, you don't have to. This is more extra, because for me, there's been times where I'm just so groggy in the morning, and I'm like, I'll just do it at school. Because I usually just get ready at school, but that's completely up to you. Sometimes you do forget. That's what the mints and the gum are for. But if you just feel like you can feel the plaque and the tartar just on your teeth, I would bring a mini toothbrush and toothpaste. Half of that stuff you don't really need, but that's just up to you. If you go onto the Google Doc, there is a tip on how to get blood out of your clothes. If you do get blood in your clothes at school, the nurse's office does have, sometimes, I know mine had was it hydrogen peroxide to help you get blood out of your clothes. There's videos on how to do it at home, like if you have blood in your clothes at home. Obviously, I would definitely recommend buying hydrogen peroxide. It's definitely saved my life a couple times when I got blood all over like my underwear and clothes and stuff like that. So definitely like get like a big old tub of hydrogen peroxide, and I'm telling you, it's gonna save your life. Like you're gonna need it one day and you're like,
Wow. Like, Paige told me to get hydrogen peroxide and I got it and I needed it and it saved my life.
but yeah, so if you do need tips on how to get blood out, it will be in the Google Doc in the description. All right, so some not so random tips. Wear dark pants. That's a given. Dark towels. I realized like how much blood, like especially on like your heavy day 1, day 2, you get blood on, like when you get out of the shower, you get blood on your light towel. So you don't have to buy like brand new towels. You could dye towels. You could buy like just a stack of towels, like 1, 2, maybe 3 towels, and just rotate through them throughout your period and just wash them and reuse them again. But you always don't have to buy it. If you don't care about the blood on your towels, it'll come off in the washing machine. Don't wear tight pants. Let that area breathe, okay? No biker shorts unless you have to wear them. Like I know for track you have to wear them. Basketball, when you have spandex, you have to wear them. I know we did. But as much as you can, let it breathe.
Let her breathe, okay? She needs some air, some oxygen too, okay? Can't let her suffocate now.
If you're going on vacation and you're swimming and you've never used a tampon before and you know you're going to be on your period, I would definitely like practice wearing a tampon unless you're not going to go swimming. But I mean, who doesn't want to not swim on vacation? On top of that, wear like a dark red bathing suit bottoms or black bathing suit bottoms, just in case if you do leak. I did not do that when I was in Hawaii and I had blood in my, which it wasn't a lot, but I did have blood in my bottoms. Lastly, things that no one tells you about, at least once in your life, you're gonna leak. Like you're gonna get blood in your underwear and on your pants. Here it says it's only happened to me 3 times. It's happened to me more. So, but it's good. You're gonna be prepared. You watch this video down to a T. You got Google Doc in the description. You're good. Just make sure you know, like, you have an extra change of clothes, extra pads, extra tampons, and you'll be good. Period cramps should not hurt to the point where you can't, like, stand and, like, move and walk, because that's not normal. So I would definitely recommend go seeing an OBGYN. I think that's it. Wow, I really thought this video was gonna be longer. But, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments. I know you guys have been requesting this video for a long time. So I got you, and with back to school coming up, you can shop for period products and your back to school supplies like at the same time. So it's a win-win. If you had your period and have some advice, put your advice down in the comments. Y'all see the red fit, okay? I was going on with the theme. I love you all so much. We're actually so close to 500 subscribers at the time I'm filming this and editing this. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I really enjoy sit-down content. Also comment what other video ideas I should do. But yeah, I think that's it. I love you all so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Stay lovely. Mwah. Peace.
Shine if you're not mine forever, my darling baby. Sparkling eyes bring joy.